Hello, Tiger Chimera here. Welcome to another stream. Today, we're going to be continuing Kirby Air Ride, and I've done a little bit of looking up of what to do for that one thing, the rocket star thing. So I don't have I don't have answer for everything that I'm gonna do, but I've got an answer for that. So we'll see how good I can do that, and everything else I'll figure out along the way. I didn't want to just use a guide for the whole thing, but I wanted to at least figure that out. So we'll load it up, we'll see how well I do, and we'll see how I do in this in general. So give me a moment to set the game up and we'll start. Hmm. Okay, give me another second. Huh. That... Why is that? No, that's... Okay, that's weird. Why is this... giving me these problems? Okay. This is really odd. I don't know why it's giving me this much trouble. Okay. Okay. I don't know why that gave me so much trouble, but we're in. Okay, what? I'm just gonna double check that I still have it. Hmm. Okay, where... Turbo Star... 2 lamps... Beanstalk part... No, where is it? Beanstalk Park in a certain amount of time. Where's the certain amount of time on the specific thing? I know I haven't done it yet. So it's got to be here somewhere. Sign. Okay, time attack, Beanstalk Park, finish in under 3 minutes on Rocket Star. So I already, yeah, time attack, okay. Just making sure. So I watched a thing. There's not like a thing that, the only thing that seems to be like this is the kind of specifics of the different carts seem to be all on City Trial and based on like talking about City Trial stuff. So I didn't want to watch something spoiling that. I just wanted specific info on this and maybe just a general detailing of the different machines, but I didn't get that. So what I managed to find instead was somebody that had a speedrun kind of thing of all the different levels on Rocket Star. Because there's only like one video specifically about Rocket Star on only Beanstalk Park, and it is very outdated. It is excruciatingly outdated. I didn't want to like look up the whole checklist speedrun, so I managed to find a thing where somebody was doing all the levels on Rocket Star. And theirs was a lot more modern in terms of like how they actually dealt with it. They actually got it in a good amount of time, where the other one was really slow and like looked like it was the same tactics I was using before, and it looked just barely faster, and it seemed like kind of like a hope and a prayer that it would do. These strategies that I'm going to employ are from the newer one, should hopefully work. And that's as much as I've researched, and everything else I'm going to be kind of trying and figuring out as I go. But I'm starting with this one. So there's basically one major thing that this is going to employ. And I don't know how well I did that. Okay. I don't know how hard of a speed tech this is, but basically what they were doing was like, I got caught in the stupid thing. Okay, so I don't seem like, it doesn't feel like I'm getting it nearly as much as I should be. Ow. Okay, I nosedived way too hard there. The trick is like, okay, I got it a lot better there. And it's basically doing like really quick taps to like So what the basic tactic is doing like a bunch of small, basically getting caught by that. It's just basically a reset. Okay, I didn't even charge up ahead enough in time. So what it is like what the basic strategy is doing like crap. Okay. This is still going to take a while because I'm not practice. Like I didn't practice. I only watched the strategy, but what it's like doing a lot of little button presses to like kind of like not completely save speed. Oh my god. Every time. Every fucking time. But it's basically trying to minimize or completely avoid. God damn it. Okay, I'm already mad at this. I'm already so mad at this. Apparently it's way harder than it looks because I keep hitting the fucking wall. But the general concept of it is keeping up the speed. Oh god. Keeping up the speed by avoiding hitting the wall so much. And also abusing as much as possible, like the getting speed boosts by like abusing getting speed boosts by hitting enemies and stuff. And also using like those to do some extra boosts. Okay, so I'm way behind there because I'm fucking up that middle section. Okay, I'm getting a little bit of the hang of this. And also kind of making use of like the fact that you don't fully stop on those to like do charges off the end of them. Okay, I'm getting a lot closer. Of course, I need to do good 3 laps in a row. I keep getting stuck in that stupid thing. There was a race of this game on GDQ, but it was like a race for all laps or something. And it's kind of interesting that, like, this was not on this map. They didn't use it for this map, but like, I feel like it would not be nearly as bad if I could charge in there. Okay, yeah, I think getting caught in that at all is just going to screw... Or if I can, like, make that up, I can... It's like doing that better. Okay, no. God damn... Okay. Getting even the start over is kind of annoying. But anyway, yeah, like... Apparently they love this stupid thing. It's just really weird and techy, apparently. And for the stages they don't use this, they use Wheelie Scooter, apparently, because it's got some interesting glide capability. I love that if you screw up with this stupid piece of garbage, it's like guaranteed to go into the thing that is like already kind of like apparently slower, but is like 100 times slower for a thing that is not designed for turning. Oh, yeah. God. I'm sorry this is what I'm starting it up with, but I don't want to, like, forget the strategies. But anyone watching the Kirby Air Ride streams is probably already used to me, like, starting with some of the most frustrating parts of the game. I really don't know, like, they charge there to do, like, a long straightaway section here. And I really don't know how they... I'm way behind. Like, they do a charge there, but it's just like... I'm doing the charge where they're charging. I just don't know how to keep that up. I really hate that fucking thing. I really do. The more it exists, the more I just cannot stand it. Whatever whimsy I had for the weird windmill thing is just evaporated. Yeah, God, Oh, if you fuck up that timing, you just drop dead onto the thing. Okay, so let's go again. Let's go again. I wonder how much of the stream this is gonna be. Really? Just barely. And it's completely tight. Like, you can't, like, go to the sides or something. Okay. I absolutely hate this map. I was never a huge fan of this map before I had to attempt something like this. It's kind of neat. It's got some kind of interesting things, but when they tell you to do something like this, it kills every ounce of goodwill I have for something like this. Why is... It's really just... Am I going to just have to learn how to, like, do a fasting out of the stupid Ferris wheel? Because otherwise I'm just going to be getting rid of, like, over half of my attempts because the timing of it is just so mean. I remember in the past things trying to catch onto it and having a difficult time doing it, but apparently, no, it really likes grabbing onto you. Oh, God. If I get caught by that stupid fucking thing again, then I'm just going to fucking, like, see if I can learn a way to deal with it. Because if, like, if that just equals that attempt, then I don't know what to do. Okay. I wonder if there's a safer strat of, like, not doing the charge until later here. Okay, this is still fucking bad and awful, but it's still, like... No, I have to get under a minute lapse. There's no other way. Hello, welcome, Fulfy Star. Welcome to the stream. I was doing okay until I started trying to do the Rocket Star time attack on Beanstalk Park. It's an evil check mark. Out of all of the things that Kirby games have ever made me do to 100% them, this is maybe the most sinister I've experienced. So you joined at a good time or a bad time. It depends on your point of view. I've been doing this for a half hour now. I just noticed the time on the stream. No, not a half hour. I spent probably at least 10 minutes dealing with technical difficulties. 20 minutes. 20 minutes of this course. Yeah, a lot of it is just like, because the checkmark is like to do this map really quickly with a car that is decidedly designed. Nice control. Thanks. I'm copying a speedrun video that did Rocket Star on all maps, because that's the only one that did it in a reasonable amount of time. And because I'm not a speedrunner of this game, and I haven't, like, outside of the stream, like, it's been probably well over 5 years since I properly played Kirby Air Ride, I'm not super practiced in it. I used to play it a lot, but not on Rocket Star. Because this is a gimmicky, annoying machine. I'm from the USA. Unless that where was directed at something else. Okay, I missed that. That's good. That basically loses you a bunch of time. You think my character looks nice? Thank you. I feel pretty proud of their design. I'm curious if this was the right call, because the thing that I watched did not use the bird at all. Okay, I need to catch that thing. There's a lot of very specific things you need to do, or else you're not going to be fast enough to do this. I need to catch this line every time. Oh yes, for better and for worse, all of the art of my character and that I have on the stream and everything is all my drawing. That's why I haven't gotten around to like having an upgrade to the stream bars, I guess, where most other streamers usually have like kind of a prettier outline thing around. But yeah, like, I'm pretty proud of the character work, and I do have good intro, outro screen stuff. Or at least I think it's good. I'd be interested in seeing whatever I'd be curious to see what work you have on Lyco season stuff, yeah. Oh no, I'm going this low. I went way over. Okay, I don't think I'm gonna... Do you have a Discord? Yeah, I can get the Discord up real quick. Since I have to restart anyway, it's... Oh, what did that... Oh, that's not the right thing. I think it... Copy... Link address. There we go. That's the right thing. I think the other thing... What did that even do? Yeah, it did the image, whatever. So it's the second one. Okay. Alright, let's go at this again. Okay, I feel like I might be better off not doing the charging until here. Okay. All right. I don't know why I started doing a full charge turn. I shouldn't have. One thing that I did learn from the speedruns is that apparently you can do like a double boost if you're fast enough on those. Oh, I got... was I too fast and I got caught by that? But yeah, apparently you can do a double charge on the boost panels if you're fast enough and, you know, all that kind of stuff lines up. Okay. You know... Okay. Okay, so requirement 1 is getting that lineup going. Requirement 2 is not getting caught by that stupid plant. I think that's a requirement. I don't know if I can, like, recover that. But considering how tight a lot of the other stuff is... This map got me feeling like the complication of that. I don't know why, like the SpongeBob episode where he's like teaching Squidward how to blow the bubble and all the ridiculous steps. And it's making me think like, yeah, trying to do this map correctly kind of feels like that. Oh, I keep overshooting that. Oh, I missed that. Okay, I'm... A work in the What are you talking about? Oh, it's nice. That's pretty good. Okay. Alright. Let's try this. God damn. I was trying to hold back so I could, like, avoid that thing. Apparently, no. Okay, I'm getting a lot better at doing the first turn. I swear if this entire stream is just me trying to do this one thing. I missed the thing. What? Oh, it caught me at the very end if possible. Oh, perfect. This is exactly what I want. Oh, I didn't even get the big boot. That's the thing that really bothers me about this cart. Okay, just a second. It's just that you don't get the big boost unless you exactly hit the thing. You get nothing otherwise. Okay. Upsy daisy. Another. What's the point that I need to start boosting? There we go. It was just 1.3. I think it's too far gone, but 1.2 almost gives me enough hope to keep going. Okay, no, that was too much. Well, sir, what's your idea? If I could get onto that instead. If I went straight ahead, that would have been much better. Okay. Getting a better idea where how far I need to be where. Oh, there's like a patch of... Okay, no, I can't overshoot the thing. Okay, that's the groove that I need to get into. Okay. Oh, that one felt way too close. Okay. Okay. Thanks. Oh boy. Oh my god. Oh. That's just barely too slow. Okay. Okay. And, oh god. Already off. Off whatever. Yeah, new record, but it's just too short. Okay, and so if I can either just do what I did last time without getting caught by the thing in the third round, or figure out another way to save like about a second. Oh, what? I'm still slow there? Hmm. Okay, I need to hit this. Okay, still slow, but I missed the Ferris wheel. Oh, that sent way too late. Oh my god, okay. How long has my mic been off? Yeah, yeah, I'll... Okay, so... There's so many just little problems with this. There's like not wanting to like either needing to like go at a certain speed or like just aim very specifically at that part so you're not flying way over the thing. You need to be going at a specific timing to avoid the carousel, which I think just devours too much time. Like, it might be possible to, like, come back from it, but not likely. No, that's... Oh, I was trying to do something fancy. Let's... No, I... Oh yeah, and any amount of pausing stops me from being able to do the thing. Okay. I was almost going too fast there. Okay, don't want to go too far to the left there. I was doing that too early. But this looks about right. Sub-minute. Perfect. Going a bit slow here, but that's okay. Hit that. Oh, welcome to the stream, Evelyn. How are you doing? Oh, thank goodness I missed that. Okay, so as long as I... As long as I play this decently... I don't remember if the thing that I watched did this, but it seems to be doing me faster. So I'm gonna do it. How goes Kirby? Well, I finally got a check mark. One of the worst check marks in one of the worst 100% requirements in any Kirby game I've played. And I've played a lot of Kirby. I've 100%ed a lot of Kirby. This is the absolute worst thing I've had to do for Kirby. And I'm done with it. Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm going to actually read your other message. Good, just playing Elden Ring. That's fun. Okay, so... I'm going to... in here. Beanstalk Park, finish in under 3 minutes on Rocket Star. I also got another thing, and okay, I got the thing for doing it under 2:55. So I'm gonna like... Memory flows. Okay, so I'm gonna like show you real quick why this is bad. So I'm not gonna do a whole thing, but like... You have this car that, like, comes to a dead stop whenever you hit anything. Has the biggest boost in the game, but will only give you any boost at all if you charge it to full. And you have this map that is filled with curves that you have to very specifically navigate around to not lose all of your boost all at once. And you have to get a pretty strict time attack thing with it. Using speedrun tactics, it took me pretty much a full hour to do. Not counting the last stream, which I was also doing at least 20 minutes attempt on it, I'm pretty sure. Looks like hell. Yeah. Like I can show you real quick like an actual thing, like, but like, yeah, you have to play pretty perfectly for the entire thing, like. You have to do like little things like that to like keep your thing, hit the boost, hit this, get this every time. Hit that, go around here. I'm not doing the whole lap, but this is the part. You have to be going at a very specific speed, either fast enough to miss the second one or slow enough to be between the second and the third one. Because this little curve thing is almost impossible to go fast enough, so you have to avoid that 3 laps in a row, while also doing everything else fast enough. If it wasn't for that one part, I think it would have been like half the time, but man, yeah, that is wretched. Okay, now I'm just kind of trying to look at what other things to do, because of the boost panels in first place. And time attack, magma flows, shadow star. It's only up for me. Maybe. It depends on how bad some of these other time attack things are. Checker Knights, 4 minutes on the warp star? That's... seems way too generous. I'm not going to be too crazy about this, but I want to at least test it out. Alright. I didn't have much of a plan besides make sure to do the rocket star thing that I just did today. I was going to try to figure out the other stuff, but man, am I, like, mentally drained after that, so hopefully I figure out a good, thorough line for this. I'm already maybe just relax a bit after. Yeah, I'm not like doing a serious do of this. I'm just kind of like testing it to see how bad it is, and it looks probably not as bad as the last one, but yeah, it looks like I'm gonna have to figure out a faster way. I'm gonna do a city trial. I'm gonna do like one city trial thing after that, and then I'll like try to see if I can find a less stressful thing to do on Air Ride. I mean, most things are probably going to be less stressful than that, but yeah, eesh. This feels like the longest I've stayed on the compact star in a while in City Trial. Oh, it's flashing. Does that mean it has low health? No. You have an Isaac question? Sure, go ahead. How do you unlock any of the repentance stuff? So, are you talking about specifically the characters? I guess there's like multiple runs. Multiple like end things too to consider. Some of it is pretty specific, I guess, but so for what I don't know what the official name is or what it's referred to on like the wiki and stuff, but what I consider the Ascent ending, I only have Delirium left to beat in Afterbirth Sense. So the first one that comes to mind that's a little bit easier is the Ascent ending, which is going to basically like whenever... Okay, I'm going to have to pause this to think the words through. When you're on the floor where you're going to fight the mom fight, make sure you have some sort of thing to teleport you back out, preferably a Fool card. And if you don't have a Fool card, don't worry. There is a guaranteed, on either like Depths 2 or whatever it's called, whatever variant it is, or if it's an XL floor version, there will always be a guaranteed skull that's a secret skull with an X on it. You blow that up and you'll get a full card from it, guaranteed. And then after you make sure you have that, you beat the mom fight as usual. You grab one of the two, like, Polaroid items, and then you use the full item. It'll teleport you back, the full card. You teleport you back to the starting room, and there's a door at the north side. You bump into that. Once you have one of those two items, it'll take the Polaroid item, and you can go to the next floor, to a special floor, and you go through that. You get a note at the end of it where the boss room would normally be, and then it kind of sets you automatically on the path to, like, the boss for that route, which will take you backwards through everything. The rail stations are all burning out of control. Yeah, this is not a great cart for this. Then there's a path to do the mother fight. I do not recall how to do that. I'm gonna look that up for you, because and to go, okay. Okay, and the other route is kind of specific, but I just want to make sure that this didn't have, like, some sort of, like, requirement to open it up in the first place, as far as I can tell. To go through to the other alternate route, to the mother fight, which is different from the mom fight, you have to go to the alternate doorways and collect certain treasure items. I'm just going to, like, copy and paste you a link to the thing because it's very, very specific. So get to mom, beat mom, teleport out north side of that door. Yep. And before I post a link to the other thing, because it's so specific, it's going to just take too long to describe. For the ascent route, I would suggest to make sure to leave trinkets on alternate floor, like at least one trinket on a floor that you're not going to use. That's on the path back, preferably in the boss room, to guarantee that it'll stay on the path, because once you start the ascent backwards through the floors, all trinkets left behind that are available in the thing, which, because of the way that the ascent thing works, it's not guaranteed that you'll have the same rooms unless you leave them in the boss rooms. But any that you can find on the way back will turn into red key pieces that'll basically be like a card slot item kind of thing. And you're going to need that to unlock characters, because when you go to the ascent route, right before you get to the mom's bedroom in the final thing of that, hugging the left wall, there's going to be a specific closet that you can open with that red key piece, and that's how you get the alternate characters. And trust me, with some characters, you're going to want to make sure you do that whenever you do that route, because coming back to it a second time if you missed it is not fun. Okay, and with that said, here's the other main route that's added in Repentance, and it just has like it makes sense once you've done it, but it takes like 20 minutes to explain. No problem. Yeah, it's they definitely made the two main alternate pathways that they added like a lot more involved. I think it's kind of neat, but I also kind of hope they're done adding stuff to the game. I love it and all, but it's like at this point either just like get a proper sequel in or just make new things. I get Edmund is actually properly working on Mugenics apparently again. I'm so glad for that. I can't wait for that. This has been kind of a messy trial, but oh well. They can't all be winners. Can't wait to play the Funny Cat game. Me either. Like, I don't think I've played any of Ed McMillan's games here yet. Definitely a thing that I've wanted to do. Maybe in due time, but like as much as Binding of Isaac is just like, you know, such a good game that it basically started the genre of action roguelike in modern times. It's basically what did that. Binding of Isaac is why roguelikes are a major thing nowadays. And not just kind of like relegated to the very niche part of gaming. God, this was the worst card I could have had for this. But yeah, like he also like makes a bunch of other really good games. Like Super Meat Boy was also pretty popular. It just like Super Meat Boy was a big deal in indie games before Isaac kind of like blew it out of the water in his thing. Isaac cried in his box, so Hades could have daddy. So yeah, exactly. But yeah, like a lot of other stuff McMillan makes is just really interesting, and he makes really varied, interesting stuff, and not all of it is actually good games, but he can be pretty experimental and like sometimes at least a pretty cool stuff. Some of it doesn't age well in terms of like actually going back and trying to play it again, as I've experienced with Spewer, which is an interesting puzzle platformer that is not fun to play through a second time. It's got neat ideas, but it's really punishing. It's not like a casual playthrough again kind of game. But yeah, like, Mugenics has a really interesting concept, and it's also got cats, and as you can probably guess, I'm biased and like animals, and especially cats. So yeah, a game that Ed McMillan's making based around cats specifically, I'm just kind of sad that it's been delayed as long as it has. Alright. And the cats can do sick flip. Oh, that's really nice. I haven't been like looking at some of the gameplay updates, but I have been listening to some of the OST stuff that he's been releasing. Some of the songs. There's some really solid songs in there. I'm worried that I'm gonna have to like look up strategies for these other warp time trial things. Free run. Oh, I don't have the bulk star yet. I kind of don't want to look. I'm just going to look up how to. I didn't want to look up too much about like what I can, which things unlock which things, but whenever half of the things are used stars and machines you don't have yet, it kind of becomes like, okay, I guess I have to look it up if I want to use, if I want to work on any of these other things, I have to basically look up. Time attack, Celestial Valley, and under 320. Okay, Celestial Val. I'm just barely. Time attack. Is that going to be the best one, though? I'm going to try it just real quick. A Tic Tac, he showed that when you move in Megenics, you can do a sick backflip, front flip. Oh, that's cool. Okay, Okay, so I don't know if I'm going to be good at it because a lot of the reasons the thing is fast is because of the other thing. Race all of the standard air ride courses. I thought I did. Did I not? No, wait, that's... Okay, that's regular wheelie. Start the final lap in 4th place and move to 1st to win. Okay, if I do that... Okay, I should be able to cheat it here. As long as the other Kirbys do not know how to use their things properly, I should be an easy shoo-in for 1st. And it said 4th, so I can't just, like, only have one other curb. It's not like last. It said 4th, I think. Yeah, Super Meat Boy is one that I was planning to play for a while. There's one called the End or something. But like I feel like that's a game that I might regret trying to play on stream because I might still do it anyway, but like the End, like I played a bit of it. It's like it feels like a kind of Metroidvania take on Super Meat Boy, which is neat to start with. But like, yeah, it's got a lot of hard extra side path collectible things, and I know I'm going to want to 100% that game. And I know that I'm going to regret trying to 100% that game. So I've been kind of afraid to go for that. Wheelie scooter. Yeah, I just... Okay, I'm not going to feel too bad because, like, these are just vehicles that I need to unlock half of the other achievements or even attempt half of the other achievements. So... What other things do I need? I feel like I got that. I got a lot of them, actually. Did I do... Did I get that one? I don't have that one yet, so... No, no, oh, I meant I need to do magma flow. Hit all the volcano rails and enter first. Then, yeah, there's a couple of different Flash game ones that he did. Like, Spewer is one I mentioned. There's a couple others. He's got a lot of them in, like, in a thing called the Basement Collection. Oh, is that the left side? Okay. Maybe I should have put a handicap on that guide so I could... Like, I'm already, like, gaming the system a bit, so I might as well. Okay, there we go. Now I just have to make sure to go to the right side next time around. I feel like there's at least one other game, but I can't think of it. But yeah, he's done a lot of really cool games. He catches up to me at a very specific spot, and then he kind of seems to fall behind again. I don't know why Kirby likes going really far into the wall there. But he does. Okay. Just need to stay ahead of him. Oh yeah, there's also Gish. I haven't played that much, but it seems neat. Yes. Alright, Turbo Star. Okay, I'm gonna take a short intermission to stretch and rehydrate. I suggest you all do the same, and then I'll come back to hunting down the machine one specifically so I can actually have full access to the achievement attempts. Alright, I'm back. I'm gonna just check how many. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 with the Warp Star. So I have 1, 2, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh, I'm missing more than just a one. What are the other ones I'm missing? Okay, I'm missing the Rex. That's something I'm gonna get, like, without trying too hard. With regular things. And then there's the Bulk Star, which I'm about to go for. What's the other remaining one? Is it? It's Jetstar. Okay. I'm gonna work on the... I'm gonna work on the... I'm trying to get the bulk star next. Now, the thing that the people using this on this course were kind of also like doing a bunch of tricks. So I don't know how well I'm going to be doing that, but yeah, it's also the launching. Okay. Can launch real high up and probably get into whatever thing there. Oh yeah, 320 is not going to be a problem. Like, that felt like... There were a lot of issues with that run, and that was... That one Sword Knight. Okay. Well, it does seem like this will work because, yeah, like, that was like around just a minute. And like... I hate the sword guy so much. I don't even like them in the regular Kirby games. They're just annoying. They're annoying enemies. They're always obnoxious enemies to fight. But anyway, yeah, the time seems to work out pretty well. Like, even like not the... Oh my god. Okay, so I need to figure out how to aim at that thing. At least the first time around I was able to hit the mouth of it. But if I'm dropping, I'm not going to be making the time. Oh my... Okay. Nope. Sorry about this. Like, the actual speed at which, like... Because it's like 3 minutes 20 total, so like... Just like barely a second or two over a minute is like perfect for timing on this. Finally, the stupid knight dies. I hate that guy. I'll gladly take bottom instead of like flying out into nothingness. Okay, I'm going to keep going because I was able to do much faster before. So I'm going to trust in my ability to do that again. Okay. Okay, that one was much faster. Okay, that one was under a minute. So as long as I keep a relative pace here, I should be golden. You know, not falling into any pits or anything, mostly. Well, I wasn't even going for a higher thing, but I'll take it. Okay, and yep, we're just going straight ahead. Man, Wheelie Scooter is really good, even without the speedrun trigger. Like, I wasn't even doing any of the crazy stuff that people do with that thing. Okay. What was the thing? What was Sky Sands? Do one free run Sky Sands. Do one lap under 105 on Bulk Star. Charging gives it fuel. It can take a beating. Oh, right. I forgot about this one. So this one's gimmick is it kind of does an auto going kind of thing. Instead of the charge being a boost, the charge is like a requirement almost for like proper movement. Okay, I think this is a kind of thing where it's actually better to like prepare for a second lap. I missed that boost. What time can I at least look on here for that? No, wait, that was how to unlock it. Well, the boost does almost nothing. It's really about finding a balance between... It's really finding a balance between, like... Oh my god, why... It's really finding a balance between, like, how much to charge. If I do the pause thing too much... I... Yeah, if I do too much for charging like that, it slows down way too much and it loses all the speed that it had. If I let it run too long on its own, then once it kind of runs out of gas and it really... I hit the dirt paths. That I probably could have actually made this if it wasn't for that. Oh, the crab messed me up. It's a real problem that the boosts seem to not really add anything. Oh, you can burn it on this one too? Hmm. Still getting beaten by the initial thing. That's bad. Okay, there we go. Charge it nearly to full, but also actually having some movement going over the line is the right combo. So I want to make... It seems like you want to make sure you're still moving. Oh no. Ah! Why did I lose so much speed there? You want to make sure you're still moving constantly. You want to make sure you're still moving constantly and charging regularly. I'll try to do at least this lap before I go check what that was. At least the boost panels I can also kind of keep the keep going while I'm also getting some extra boost. Oh my god, yes, okay. There we go. Sky Sands. Oh, wait. Glide for more than 30 minutes. Well, available on normal courses, so I can't do them on like free run, or I'm guessing not free run, probably not time attack. I'll see if I can do it on free run. Okay, you can do them on free run, but I'm going to guess not on time attack. No, you can. Weird. Why does it say normal courses? Did it were they planning to like kind of differentiate this in City Trial and Top or like have them more together and didn't think they were going to differentiate their things entirely? But it's still in the text. I'm going to do a quick thing as Meta Knight. I don't remember getting chocolate here. I didn't read his stats, but do that later. He has an entirely different UI thing too. So, like in many things where Meta Knight is playable, though this was actually earlier than a lot of the things where Meta Knight would be playable in like multiple playable Kirby game things, like basically like the Wii and Wii U and even Switch era of like multiplayer Star Ally like multiplayer Kirby games, where Meta Knight and DDD would be playable. And those, Meta Knight tended to basically be like, you always have the sword power up kind of character, and DDD's like you always have the hammer ability. But like this was before like most of those, so like this was probably the earliest, if not the earliest instance, one of the earlier instances of Meta Knight being a playable character who's basically distinguishable as he's basically sword power up but constant. Meta Knight with wing spread, fear the sword. I think he probably, I don't know what his stats are exactly, but I feel like he has like some winged star, faster if you're flying kind of thing going on. And he's not even listed under the machines unlocks, so that's neat. Oh, it says damage none, so you could probably put on settings to have the carts have like health and stuff like you have in City Trial, and basically have be a destruction thing as well. You could get knocked out and eliminated. I'm kind of remembering that now. And so like some of the stars like the Wagon Star and the Shadow Star being like combat oriented and extra damaging or more defensive reliably, respectively, I mean, like actually come into play there. I don't want to be playing against Meta Knight because he'd just be hitting me. I'm going to see if I can do the... See if I can do the 2 laps thing with the wheelie scooter, because apparently the wheelie scooter is just the good fast cart. Okay. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do just playing this until... I'm going to play this. I'm not going to do all the laps, but I am going to do it on this many laps to see if I can, like, get... that bonus. Plus, I want to see if I can get the Excel Star thing while I'm co-working on that. Okay, so to do that's going to be like basically minute 20 for a lap. If I do this... Okay, not now, but I can see how I could do that in much less time. I'm gonna hit that in the meantime. I wanted to avoid getting the power guys so I could do this to the regular enemy thing, but you know, Okay, that's the kind of skip that I need to get the time down. If I can also get the secret tunnels. You know, I'm gonna work on these secret tunnels because I think that's also going to be key to okay, I keep trying to eat the guys and it doesn't work. I'm sick of it. Sick of not being able to eat the guys. Oh, oh my god, one of those jerks did the thing. Even with being messed around there, that was still like 123 if I had just went around it properly. I'm gonna stay on this one and see if I do any faster doing that. Yeah, it is. It's just faster to stay on that one, even if. Okay, nothing in the way that time. That's good. Okay, that one's just a little bit over 120. If I can get this one under 120, that'd be exactly what I need. I also love the like little city lights thing here. Is that an ocean? Is this city under the ocean? Or is the above the actual... Are we going under the ocean being on the Checker Knight thing here? I can definitely do that part better, I think. Okay, that one was my fault. Oh, that was so slow. Oh, that's painful. Okay. hate the night. You usually, like it goes, you hit him on the way and lose speed. And then he comes up and hits you again a couple times, also making you lose speed. Okay, what's the damage this time? Okay, pretty bad still. Okay, wheelie's good. Okay, the wheelie's good to get because it is faster than the just a second. God. I hope that wasn't broken, but I hope this thing isn't like counting down the time while I'm gone like it does with time trial. Ugh. Okay, I at least kind of did quick thinking there a little bit more. It's not super bad, but that was not good either. What did besides hitting that last thing, what did I mess up on? Because that is like a lot of extra seconds. Some of it's RNG of like, am I going to hit one of those, which gives me a little bit of a boost because of the air hang time thing with wheelie scooter. Okay, hitting them is better for sure. Okay. 121, what? Must be pretty demanding. I'm not getting a lot of luck with things to spit. I imagine there's probably specific things, specific maps that are good for that. Why did I come to a dead stop there? It looked like I came to a real dead stop there all of a sudden. Okay, I think getting that shortcut is really important to... Wow, that... I must have just been messing up earlier on the thing. You gotta be good the entire thing through. Alright, there we go. That's the speed I'm looking for. And the record is still being only 120 is not good for the thing because I need to be going faster than that for 2 laps. Okay, that's the perfect kind of thing for the shortcut. There it is. Okay, now I just need to do that again for another lap. Okay, I didn't get a boost there, so that's just RNG if I get a good extra boost there or not. Okay, that actually felt like a pretty good segment of that. If I can get the wheel. Not what I meant, but that at least gives me progress towards the other thing. What? Does it have to be specifically only when there's 2 laps? That is stupid. Nothing about that, like, looks like that's what it means. I'm gonna try it again if I don't get it, but, like, it says 2 laps. It doesn't say a race that's 2 laps. Apparently that's what they mean, but that is not what it says at all. And it took, like, setup to, like, get that. Let's try to get the tire transformation because that at least makes us go faster. Yeah, you definitely have to definitely okay. Yeah, I'm not getting it. I haven't paid attention to how many I've unlocked it. This Top Ride as a mode was bad, but the achievement list here is just so obnoxious. A lot of them don't overlap at all. A lot of them are just really demanding for no good reason. I'm probably like a third of these feel like I'm going to have to look up specific tutorials for how to do them individually. That's so obnoxious. I kind of worried about it. But, man. Okay. I kind of don't want to just try to get the thing whenever, because usually when you're playing this, you want to like get the power so you can do stuff. So you're not going out of your way to get the things. And a lot of these things are like free ride and time trial, so I'm just gonna No, I didn't mean to. So I'm just gonna go to Fantasy Meadows, do 99 laps, and just... Because this is the one that... This is the map that, like, the guide said is probably the best for, like, getting a bunch of... I'm gonna have one Kirby enemy so I can, like, just focus on this without them destroying all of the things. Okay, so that's two. I've probably done quite a bit at this point, but... Alright, there's 3. Really? Oh, I got 2. That's the thing that's annoying. It's like, you have to hit them. Like, I can get them quite a bit, but like... Actually hitting another enemy with it is surprisingly... Oh! Why did it arc so high upward? Okay, there we go. I'm curious how many I've already done. And yes, this is what I'm doing for probably the rest of the stream, because the Unfortunately, just so many of the things are so involved, and I do not have the mental capacity for them. I might have to, like, I might just possibly... I wanted to do this, like, on my own as much as I could, but apparently that's out of the question. Now I just need to employ as much help as I can get. And by that, I do mean I'm probably going to, like, watch whatever, checklist speedrun for air ride mode there is, and make notes, because a lot of these are just kind of like, it makes sense for a racing game, but a lot of these are just kind of like speedrun kind of achievement things, and a lot of them are just meanly designed. They're very demanding. The sleep. The sleep power just kind of lets you hit enemy. It's probably the most powerful sleep move in a Kirby game, minus possible, like, regaining of health. Oh, maybe it regains health in this mode. I just haven't, like, seen it due to... Just gonna try to wait out the power up. Okay, there we go. I am not even counting. Counting might be good, but... Oh, I'm just going to do this until it happens, probably. The Scarfies don't help either. Haha. Ow. I'm curious, like, what the spawning thing of the enemies in this game look like. Because, like, it's pretty diverse, but there's clearly some rules, but there's, like, a lot of variation on, like, exact place. It feels like there's both a lot of variation, but, like, also very, very specific rulings on how and where, like, enemies can and can't spawn. And I wonder if anyone's done, like, a deep dive into that. I'd watch, like, a 30, or at least listen in the background to, like, a 30-minute kind of, like, info dump on, like, Kirby Air Ride enemy map spawning things. Okay. So it's interesting to see, like, just how it, you know, magnetizes or, like, kind of, like, auto aims, curves the thing sometimes. Sometimes it's just kind of insane. Oh, I actually got one there. How long do those last before they disappear? I'm gonna end the thing and see what that got me. Defeat over 1,000 of your enemies. That got me King DDD. I'm just gonna show him off real quick. And he's basically what you'd expect, kind of the same as him, where, and he's a lot more explicitly on like a wheelie thing. Like where Meta Knight, I kind of guess he's on a glide star kind of thing. King Dedede, he's definitely explicitly on a wheelie, so you know what kind of car he's on. And like how Meta Knight is like always sword, DDD is always hammer. But it's interesting because there's not like an exclusive hammer in ability, like a regular hammer ability in this game, so it's kind of like a reskinned sword in this game, except it looks like it has a much more generous hitbox. At least that's kind of what I'm assuming. More generous hitbox. I'm going to assume it's also hits harder for like the modes where you do extra damage, or you have health and you can knock people off the carts. But that's enough of that. Unless there's a thing that makes me do that as a thing. I'm going to keep doing the Fantasy Meadows unlock of Exhaling Stars. At least for now. I just need something. Something that's like easy to process, not going to require me to do like a million notes. Oh, this is a good lap. I just got 3. 4, wow. Stop killing all the guys that I need. It's having such a good lap too. Oh my god, he's really just killing everything that I need for my thing. Okay, I'm gonna do this a bit. I'm gonna just wait so he's kind of on the other side of the course. Okay, going back for those guys kind of brought me a little too close to him for comfort, but okay, we're on opposite ends of this now. Whenever those guys are solo, I never get a good hit, even though like he can like theoretically hit something across the way. Now this cave is very much not conducive to, like, hitting it if it's not right in front of you. Oh, I got 2 for the price of 1. Okay, I gotta wait for a bit now because I caught up to him, and I do not want to be caught up to him. Also, how does it handle the spawning with people at different points of the track? I wonder. I hit him with his own cap, so that makes that enemy kind of nice for this challenge. Got more spike guys. How long did that sword guy travel for? Oh, I should have turned a little bit earlier so I could position myself before swallowing. That's a weirdly consistent issue with doing this intentionally and grinding it here on this map. Haha. Finally got him. That's another 2. Probably should have at least, just for something to do, probably should have been counting. That's like, what was that, like 4 in one round? And then I did another 4 before, and then I did 2 separate from that. So minimum of 10 just from the ones that I've counted individually. And that's on this run. I don't remember how many I did on the previous thing before unlocking King DDD. That was for beating 1,000 enemies in general. And it's just very hard to, like, make a guess at, like, how many, you know, that would have been, how many of those would have been the swallow and exhale star thing. And that was another 3, I think. Another Scarfy. 16, 17. 17 known for sure. Ah, there we go. Okay. Oh, you're still around? Okay. I should probably... I think I lost count somewhere, but I'm pretty sure I'm up to a minimum of 20. Just gonna wait a while for him to get ahead again. I keep... 21. 22. 23. 24. 25. Okay, so theoretically a quarter of the way, but I know I got more before with the DDD thing, and I know I did more in the past in general too. Both trying for it and just kind of accidentally. It's weird how often it happens accidentally when you're not going for it, but then when you realize it's a thing, like I'm sure it'll eventually happen, just naturally, but I don't want to wait for however long that is. Okay, I think that's 27 because I... 28. Is that it? 100 enemies or more with exhaled stars. Wheelie. Rex Wheelie. And with that, I have this that I can see that on. I guess I can give that a try. Machine Passage 250 on Rex Wheelie. And now I have access to see all of the things. All of the horrible, horrible things this game is going to ask me to do. And expect of me. Yeah, sure, I'll do chocolate. Oh, wait. I want to read the little bio. Sturdy ride if you can handle the speed. Okay, so I'm going to guess that it's going to have kind of a ridiculous speed, but it also is going to have a hell of a time with turns. So it's going to be a matter of like managing turns as best as possible on a map that's a bunch of sharp turns. They really did be like, hey, here's all of the worst. Hey, you're gonna get an achievement thing for all the worst vehicles on their worst maps. The worst vehicle for the map, it's a thing you have to do. We're not gonna have achievements that clue you into what's the best vehicle for a map. No, instead it's the worst one. Okay. I know I definitely messed up there a lot. And I still got like 106. This room is the one that really is bad. Oh, the Gordos are just so mean here. Just handle the speed, but it doesn't feel like it's particularly... No, there we go. Now it's speeding up. Okay, so it has a lot of top speed. It has some really good top speed, but it's counterbalanced by like just like a relatively low acceleration. Would it be better to go up the top and not have this harsh turn? Okay, even when I'm trying to hold the thing to like... Okay, so I need to probably have at least it around 57 seconds to do 57 seconds per lap on average, I believe. Approximately. Okay, let's go up first. I want oh my god, trying to screech to halt to like get to the booster thing doesn't work because it's still like kind of sliding to the side too much. Like at the point where I do the dead enough stop to get there. Trying to learn these things while you're doing the time trial, it's worse as probably not the best way to get introduced to these machines. I don't think the upper path is actually better for... It's actually kind of better to just hit the wall. It feels like you lose less speed just hitting the wall like that than you are trying to correct yourself. Except for that turn. Okay. But you have to hit the right kind of wall. Get good RNG there. Okay, how? How, really? Maybe it is better to go up here. Okay, that ended up about the same. Let's go up here, because that helps skip some stuff. How do I do this? Okay, is it better to just... one of the things is it's just hard to judge, like, what parts I am or am not losing time on. Okay, that was faster. I might make it up on future laps because I'll get other power-ups available like that. I wonder if getting hit lowers the timer for how long you're in a transformation or not. Oh, the dead stop. Okay, that really didn't help. Well, that was longer because I bet that's entirely because of getting hit by the one Gordo. Yeah, if I didn't go faster on the second lap, I'm probably not going to make it. I'm just gonna finish it out anyway. Man, this is yet another, like, it only likes straightaways car, and it's kind of, like, honestly weak among those cars, I would say. Oh well. So, I'm gonna have to have, like, a whole like thing of that later, I guess. I'm gonna make up I'm gonna like look up some stuff. I'm gonna make up an entire guide because I still want to do this, but it also looks like it's ridiculously demanding. Hopefully they won't all be as bad as the Rocket Star one, but hopefully a lot of the other ones are going to be a lot easier once I kind of understand what it wants me to do with each of these stupid things. Oh, sorry if this has just been kind of an upset kind of thing. I like games. I just also like games that are frustrating, and I like completing things, but a lot of completing things get frustrating like this. So I apologize to anyone that doesn't like that part of my streams. Hopefully soon I'll be playing like lighter games, but first I'm gonna have to get through this. But Sundays and Wednesdays should be better for non-raging games. This isn't even like a oh well. I'm just gonna do a quick intermission, gonna set things up, and I'm gonna find somebody to raid. Hello, welcome back to the stream, and just gonna close this out. Thank you all for showing up to the stream. I hope you enjoyed it. I know I did. I say after some of the most frustrating stream I've probably played, but you know, it's still an enjoyable game, even with torturing yourself with. They really just saved all of the worst stuff for the regular air ride thing. It's like, you want to get these unlocks, you're going to have to do the worst stuff. Why? Why do they do this? Why are so many of them that? But I'm gonna try to be more prepared. I thought it was just gonna be like one that was going to be so bad. I'm gonna try to be really prepared. So, just gonna raid Twitch Chat Gaming, but before we head over there, normal stream times are Sunday, Monday, and Wednesday, 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And nothing going wrong with standing. We should be continuing Paper Mario this Wednesday. I've got some plans to actually do some new stuff on Sundays. For Sundays besides this Binding of Isaac. So look forward to the next Sunday as well. I'll see you all in the next stream. And head over to the Twitch Chat Gaming channel with this raid.